Hi Libra, hope you guys are doing really, really well. My name is Brian. I am your queer psychic bestie, and I have a reading for you guys today, okay? This is going to be the mid-month check-in for Libra, all right? So if you have Libra anywhere in your chart, maybe you vibe with Libras, you're a cross-watcher, who knows? Whatever the case may be, this reading may resonate with you. As always, we are going to take what resonates and leave what does not. All right. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, you can do that through email or form submission on my website. All right. Libra, there is no structured spread I'm doing for these readings. The mid-month is always just 6 across. We clarify by twos, and we just see where your guides want me to go, where they want to take me, what they want to talk about, things like that. So, without further ado, let's dive right in. Something I did write down because it came through, and I was like, I'm going to forget it, so I'm going to write it down. Ink, like literally my guides kept showing me like dipping a pen in ink. Not a pen, but like a feather, like an old sort of like fountain pen, I think you would call it. So you may be a writer, or like you may have an ink stain on something. I'm leaning more towards writer, but it came through, so I'm going to tell you. All right, let's get it. Bottom of the deck is our challenge, represents what we're not seeing, what we're not looking at. We've got the Ace of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Ten of Swords. Devil's there as well, Libra. Libra, your challenge is rough for this mid-month check-in because it feels like you've kind of lost... It's almost like you've lost confidence in yourself. And also, like, you've lost confidence in the things that you're doing here. Some of you, this could be, like, passions. Ace of Wands is, like, a passion card. So this could be, like, I'm no longer passionate about something. Nine of Pentacles. Some of you... Ten of Swords, maybe some of you are disheartened about being single as well. But it feels like for a lot of you Libras, you're just kind of like almost in this place of, you know, everything is going on around you and you're just like, it is what it is. And I feel like some of you guys are trying to recapture the spark I'm hearing, but you're struggling with it. So... let's get into it. Let's see if we can help out. You start with the Star. I almost said Aquarius. Star is the card of Aquarius. You could have Aquarius in your chart. So you start with the Star and the Empress in the reverse here. For a lot of you, this is like a mother wound coming in, showing up. Keep in mind when I use terms like mother, father wound, I do not have to be talking about moms specifically. A lot of us are raised by two women, two men, aunts, grandmas, parents. A lot of different people can raise people, okay? When we talk about the mother wound, it is the divine feminine wound, which usually comes from the feminine energy. And that is our feelings of not being good enough. There's that loss of self-esteem here, okay? It's like not feeling good enough, not being good enough. And with the Star, it feels like you are currently working on healing that, Libra. Like it's something that I want to say is taking up your immediate attention. Let's see. Yeah, Four of Cups. You guys are like checked out here. Yeah, be very careful, Libra. Some of you are isolating a little too heavy right now. Okay, with that Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse, some of you may be running away. Not literally, you know, obviously not running away from our parents, but like it feels like you're kind of running into... I'm going to hide away in my room and I'm not going to be seen for a month. You know, I want to remind you guys also, when we have trauma happening in our lives or tough times, and our first instinct is, well, I'm going to isolate and deal with it myself, that is a emotional neglect wound, okay? That comes from parents, caregivers, whoever that neglected our emotional needs as a child. So then as an adult... we think that the only person we can trust with ourselves is ourselves, okay? This is a logical fallacy, Libra, all right? This is like Hyper Independence 101. You need to remember that you have a support system. You have friends, some of you family, chosen family. There are interpersonal relationships here for you, Libra, that you should be leaning into right now. Okay? Nine of Wands, bottom of the deck. But I feel like for some reason... Oh. Ooh, this is a roughie, Libra. You have a little bit of like a burden wound. Like you feel like if you tell people what's going on, it's a burden, like you're being a burden. Libra, I am here to tell you, you are not a burden, babe. The friends that you have, you're not a burden to them. But also, let's be so for real right now, girl to girl. I know there's a girly pop watching this video. Girly pop to girly pop. When my friends are in trouble, I do not view them as a burden. When I am in trouble, my friends do not view me as a burden. Okay, this is that emotionally neglected child coming to the forefront of your personality because they need something from you right now. Okay, a big piece of advice I'm being told to tell you is that you need to tend to the garden of your inner child. Okay, you need to be kinder to yourself, more understanding with yourself, and give yourself what you actually need right now, what is actually going to help you out. Okay, not just, no, I'll just ignore it and it'll go away. I'm giving you the hairy eyeball, Libra. I have Libra in my big three. I'm attacking myself as well. Don't worry. This is not something that's going to go away, babe. You cannot will your inner child into submission. Okay, that's literally how we come out as these very hurt adults. All right. Hierophant. Hierophant. Some of you, okay, this is going to be really specific, so please only take this if this resonates for you. Some of you are leaving a religion behind, or like a spirituality. There's some sort of like religious spiritual belief here for someone that's being left behind. I feel like for whoever that is, this is a really big turning point in your healing journey, I'm hearing. Just because you are finally, the way my guides are saying this to me is like rewriting the rules. And I think for Libras in general, even for those of us that are not working through religious trauma, you know, you do get to sort of pick the rules of engagement when it comes to your own life, which is why I'm encouraging you so heavily to not isolate, okay? You get to choose what your course of action is, where you want to go, what you want to do, how you want to interact with the world. But I feel like for some of you, again, isolating and not interacting with the world is that inner child coming to the forefront, being like, hey, we need help and we don't know how to ask for it. Okay? I feel like for some of you guys, this is going to sound very simple, but it is harder than you think. And I know that. You need to just work up the courage to ask for help. Okay? There is nothing wrong with admitting that we don't have the tools for something or that we need a little bit more support with it. Okay? I am here to tell you, if your friends are genuine, if you are surrounded by genuine connections in your life, they are not going to think less of you because you need help. Okay? Sorry, my throat is hurting. You know, with the King of Cups here at the bottom of the deck, I think that you guys need to spend a little bit more time with your emotions and a little bit more time interrogating them. You know, asking them what they need from you. Asking them what they're here to teach you. What are they here to show you? You know, I feel like some of you guys, you see your emotions and you intellectualize them. You're like, well, I'm feeling that because of that. Okay, but did you feel it? You may have intellectualized it, but did you feel it? Because I don't think you did. I think you ignored it. I think you reasoned it away. Okay? That is not the same thing as feeling it, babe. We have to drop down into our heart chakra, our heart center, in order to feel something. Example, my friend and I today were literally talking about how I can't watch the Titanic because I cry the whole movie. I'm in my heart center. I'm feeling it. I'm not here. I'm here. Libra, you gotta drop down to that heart center. Okay? That's what your mid-month is gonna... that's where this is really taking you. For a lot of you, it's the mother wound. It's so heavy. For some of you, it is a literal mother. Um, it's really plaguing you this month. I feel like a lot of you guys don't feel equipped to deal with emotions because you had an emotionally unregulated mother. Okay? Something that's coming through really loud, which I will tell you, is that when someone picks on our physical appearance, especially a parent, it comes from their own insecurity and their own jealousy most of the time. I'll give you an example. I was raised by two women who were not okay within their sexual orientation. And so my outward queerness was always picked on. Okay? That's from someone else feeling insecure within themselves. That's not my fault. That's not my problem. Okay? For those of you that had a similar experience, you need to remember that this is a manifestation of the parent's own insecurity, of their own wounding, and it's not your responsibility to fix it, babe. It's not your responsibility to heal them, okay? Right now, you need to heal yourself, and that's going to start by asking for help, reaching out, all right? You've got the Wheel of Fortune and the Ace of Cups because a lot of you have some sort of new connection coming in. This could be love. This could be, it doesn't have to be romance, but there's something really beautiful about to enter your life here, Libra. Three of Cups, celebration worthy. You know, there's something coming in for you. For some of you, this is like new connections, new friends. Oh my goodness. Things that you actually love. 10 of Swords, 10 of Cups. The double 10, babe. Endings are right around the corner for you. Okay? All these people, places, things, parents, whoever this is that's making you feel this big. Not seen, not heard, not understood. You're about to wipe the slate clean here, babe. You're about to let go of all of that and make room for connections that are actually inspiring, actually helpful, and actually loving. Okay? This is a really positive way for the reading to go. But there is still endings that have to happen first. Okay? This is not a moment of I can let it go and I don't cry. You're going to cry here, babe. You're going to feel it. Libra, as the air sign that's most concerned with equality and justice, you have to feel it in order to move forward, okay? But I'm telling you, the grass, in this case, the grass is greener once you let go of what's hurting you. Yeah. Temperance in reverse and the Four of Swords. I think a lot of you guys also, things have been so the same for so long that you can't imagine a world where this is not a constant, where you're not getting constantly barraged by negative people, negative comments. I can tell you, as someone who lived in that world, it is possible to leave it. I promise you, as someone who lived in I am originally from New York. A lot of you know this. I lived in a very hyper-conservative area of New York where I was just constantly beat down and barraged for 26 years of my life. I can promise you, as someone who moved away at 26, it does get better. It does, Libra. I promise you. Things will not always seem bad. They will not always seem heartbreaking, like people are just bombarding you with negativity. But in order to leave it behind, you have to actually walk away. To actually start to walk away, you have to find people to help you walk away. To find people to help you walk away, you have to open up. You have to be vulnerable, okay? You have to let people in, let them know what's going on, okay? But you have to start acting, you know, I don't want to say like you care, because you do care, but I think some of you are so used to this sort of downtrodden mother wound that you're like, well, it's just always going to be this way. It's not. It doesn't have to be. Things can be different, okay? Got one more for this pile. Two more. Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. In stillness, in the quiet moments, your intuition's talking to you, babe. Okay? She's telling you what to do, where to go, what to say. You just have to listen, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are so used to powering through, just like a bull. I'll just charge at it, break the door down, and keep going. This is not one of those moments. You need to show yourself more kindness, more compassion, and take a little bit more care with yourself right now, okay? Because that's how you get through this, not by sticking to your guns, self-isolating, and just thinking, well, this is just how it is. That's not true. You don't have to. In order to get this new opportunity, this new love, this new connection that's showing up for you guys, you have to listen to what your body wants, what your mind wants, and what your emotions want. Okay? Because your last two cards here are the Queen of Cups and Death. So Death talks about the death of the ego. This is also a card of Scorpio. And the Queen of Cups is feminine water energy. So that's feeling really, really deeply. That's encompassing that feminine water, that emotion, that caring, that nurturing. You know, this combo to me, Libra, is really big on your mid-month is really asking you to focus on your emotional health. It's really asking you to focus on sorry, I feel like that was so weird. I felt like something was crawling on me. That's really odd. Maybe there's like bugs where you are right now, Libra. That was really weird and honestly uncomfortable. But anyway, your mid-month is really is asking you to focus on your emotional wealth, your emotional health, your emotional well-being here, and how you can enrich it, how you can give back to yourself. Okay? Oh my God, I'm literally sweating. I'm telling you guys, I really thought something was crawling on me. I was like, I thought you were all gonna watch me freak out in real time. You're not. Thank goodness. But let's clarify this. Interesting. They're all crossed, all conflicts. Wow. They literally, every single one of these cards came out like this. That's crazy. Two of Wands crossed. Excuse me, Two of Swords, Three of Wands crossed. Seven of Pentacles crossed. Yeah, Libra, you have to start telling yourself a different story here. Okay, a lot of you guys stay stuck because you tell yourself that, well, it's always been this way. Does that mean it's right? If something is like, if you've ever, let's say you work a job and everyone is just constantly crying, and you go up to a higher up and you're like, hey, everyone is really upset, everyone's crying, and they're just like, well, that's just how it is here. Red flag, an army of red flag instantly. Okay, you telling yourself this exact same thing, you're like, oh, I'm sad, I'm listless, I feel aimless, that's just how it is. Are you not emotionally abandoning yourself? Are you not walking away from yourself in your time of need? We teach people how to treat us, Libra. If the people around you see you abandoning yourself, what lesson does that teach them? What lesson does it teach you? What does it reinforce in you? Does it reinforce positive beliefs? No, it reinforces the negative, that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve to be heard. And that's not what we're here to tell ourselves, babe. Okay? It is 2025. We are our own best friends. We are our biggest cheerleaders. Libra, get out of your head here. Get out of this place of like, well, that's just how things are, and if things are bad, that's my fault. Who said that to you? Whose voice is it? Why do we believe it? Girls, come on. I cannot make it up. You have the Empress again. So the second time out, this is a huge, huge, giant, gaping, bloody mother wound for so many of you. Okay? You've got the Four of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords. You were taught by a maternal figure, a mother figure, whoever this is for you here, that you should be seen but not heard, that you should be in the background. Four of Pentacles, I don't want to hear you. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want you to make a fuss. Okay, Libra, I am telling you now as an adult, it is okay to make a fuss. It is okay to be loud when our boundaries are broken. It is okay to be angry when our boundaries are broken. It is okay to not always have to be the voice of reason and to sometimes have to be the problem. Sometimes when we are advocating for ourselves, especially in the eyes against narcissism, sometimes we have to be a little loud and we have to be a little bit problematic. Okay? I am telling you here that this whole thought pool that you have, it comes directly from an unhealed maternal figure. And you owe it to yourself to dissect that thought pool. Ask yourself, why do I believe it? Why was this given to me? What lessons does this person have to learn? Why am I internalizing it? Okay? Because right now, you're subscribing to ideas that were created for you. They weren't created by you. Okay? I mean, my guides are saying this is really funny. Literally cancel the subscription, babe. Let it go. You have the power here. You can cancel at any time. Let it go. The sun and the world. I could not ask for two better cards to end your reading. Okay? With the sun and the world here to wrap up this last pile before we get an oracle card for you. The way my guides are saying this is they want me to remind you that your happiness is at stake here. Your happiness is not only yours to have, but also your responsibility. I know that's a tough one, Libra. I had a therapist say to me once, and it's a bit of a controversial but brave take, but I will give it to you so you can think on it. It'd be a little think piece for you. Happiness is a decision. I have to actively choose ways to be happy, and I have to actively choose how to enrich my own life. Okay, Libra? So right now, your mid-month is you're going to regroup with yourself. You're going to go back to the drawing board. You're going to start working on getting rid of all of these thought pools that are not yours, that don't belong to you, and they don't do anything but bring you down. Okay? In order to go forward and accept the love that's about to show up in your life. Love, friends, connection, whatever it may be, babe. Let it in. In order to let it in, you have to let people in. Do you see why? Do you see we're coming in full circle here, babe? Okay? Open up. When people knock, answer the door. Emotionally. All right? Let's get you guys an oracle card. This is the Angelarium. It is a reimagining of the Falling of the Angels. I'm obsessed with this deck. I use it all the time. If you've watched literally any video by me ever, you will see me use it, okay? So let's get you Libra, August, mid-month. What do they need to hear? Okay, I'll take it. That card didn't even... I was shuffling and it just kind of popped out, so I will take it. You guys have Soufflatus, Angel of Dust. Interesting. Let's read it. Oh, there we go. 41 for anyone into numerology. Okay. Seeing this card is a reminder that we should be careful with what we willfully destroy. For everything we make, something will always need to be unmade. Unmaking with care and purpose is as important as building its replacement. Okay? This card always reminds me that even when I am ending things, even when I am walking away from things, we have to do it gracefully, and we have to do it with intention, Libra, okay? This is not a moment of just winging it, all right? Libra, that is your reading. I will leave it there for you. If this reading resonated with you, if my reading style happens to resonate with you, do consider liking and subscribing. We are on the road to 200 subscribers, which is great. If you guys would like to interact with me on a live basis, I do go live 3 days a week on Twitch. You can find me Wednesday and Friday from 6 to 8 p.m. EST, as well as Saturday from 4 to 6 p.m. EST. I also have a Discord community that you can join. It is an absolutely wonderful, uplifting, supportive community of all like-minded people. That link will be available on Twitch. It is always posted by one of my mods. And that door is open for you guys as well. All right. Libra, I leave you with this. I hope you have a fabulous rest of your month, and I will hope to see you guys on Twitch, and I'll catch you in the next video, okay? Bye!